Hey hunt fans, sorry it's been a little bit. Today I figured I'd show you what I've been up to for the last month or so. Today, actually I'm down at, I don't know if you recognize this or not, but I'm down at the river bottom cutting the soybeans. And so far, they're looking fairly decent. They're a lot taller, filled out to the top, a lot better than some of the other beans we've had. We've had some pretty decent beans, but can't complain. Heard some stories around that it's some guys aren't doing very good. We've been lucky. Our soybeans have been making, let's just say field average 40 to 50. For as dry as it's been for the last 2 months, even though we did have like 6 inches of rain at the beginning of September, August pretty much averaged in the mid to high 90s all month. So down here we'll take it. It's better than nothing. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to complain at all. Only problem we've had, and you guys have seen this in past videos, is the water hemp around the edge of the field for about 100 feet in around the whole edge of the field. And what we're contributing to that is that when the local co-op that sprayed the field, which was the one I used to work at, that the operator didn't charge his boom correctly after he flushed before they came down here, and we didn't get no chemical because the middle of the field is like 100% clean. So yeah, I'm trying to do this one-handed here, so just bear with. But yeah, it's been pretty much go for at least the last month for sure. We had to jump back and forth for a little bit on corn to soybeans, and that's just because it had kind of cooled off there for a little while and nothing was drying. You know, soybeans got to be under, they like them under 13. Let's see how the monitor's doing. They like them under 13. They like it under 15 for corn. So we just kind of piddled around, but we've been pretty much hitting the beans non-stop here for the last, when did I switch over? Last Tuesday, almost 7 days. So, and once again, last week there's some temperature records set, you know, we're almost to the middle of October here, and we're still running in the, 80s and 90s here in extreme eastern Nebraska. That's warm. We're not the only ones. Looks like Iowa, South Dakota. My in-laws are up in South Dakota. They haven't had any moisture in a couple months. Minnesota. It's been bad. So, but what else has been going on? That's the gist. Just farming, working late at work, trying to keep farmers going. Haven't had any hunting videos yet, out bow hunting, because here's the biggest thing is it's been hot and windy, let me put it that way. I'm not going to sit out in a tree stand when it's in the 90s and I'm in sweat and it'd be windy, because guess what? The deer are going to smell you, and that's just counterproductive. I've been keeping an eye on my cams. I came down last weekend and put another cam out. Check my other one. I'm gonna, here when I get done combining tonight, I'm gonna go put my other cam up. I got one more because I have a buck that is toying with me, and he'll only show me one. Last time I checked my camera, I had 1,700 photos on it, and that was for 30 days, and I only had one picture with part of an antler, so he's screwing with me. But my cousin Trevor, on his game cam, and I'll get some pictures posted of that. He's got 2 trophy bucks. I mean, monsters. So I'll get you guys here a picture of those put up. But it's just crazy. And those are the kind of bucks that I am trying to basically, and I know you guys are like, oh, you're raising your deer. Well, you can't get trophy deer without letting them grow. So I've preached that before. I'm not going to preach it anymore. You know, I know what I want in a deer. If I'm gonna, you know, of course, you know, we all eat the meat, so it's not like it's going to waste. But good genetics and good, you know, and if you want your monster trophy bucks, you got to let the little guys grow. I mean, plain and simple. But anyways, yeah, like I said, it's been hot. I'm not gonna sit on a stand and sweat and let them smell me. That's counterproductive. And plus, as hot as it's been, they're still nocturnal right now. They're not gonna come out, and when it's hot, they're gonna bed down in the thickets, under the brush, in the shade, and just chill. I'm not going to say 99% of my pictures. I'm going to say 90% of my pictures are all after dark. They're all nocturnal pictures. So, full tank. Anyways, so yeah, that's the skinny on that. So let me get to the end of the field here and turn around and go unload, and we'll continue on with our little chat. So hang tight. Why I'm doing this is because going back and forth because there's a little bit too much FM, foreign matter, in this bin full because of all the water hemp. So I'm spreading it out across the bottom of the truck, so that way when we take it to we're hauling all this to town, that way the probe don't ding us for too much FM, which they automatically, I think, put a percentage on there anyways. But so I don't know, figured you guys would like to see, I don't know, farming's the big thing on YouTube right now, so I farm. I figured while in the meantime, I'd share. So, not getting too many views on my hunting stuff anyway, so. We're down to under, when we get this field done, this 25 acres down here done, we'll be well under, well, I think there'll be 60 acres left. That shouldn't take him, but he'll do the 40 acres, which he'll have to move south for that. That won't take long. He'll make 2 days out of that. But the other problem is that last 20 we can't get to because it's on the opposite side of a creek with a low water crossing, and the 25-foot platform that we run, we can't get across it. But we have a neighbor that lets us cut through their field to get in the back way, but he hasn't cut those beans yet, so we'll have to wait. So hopefully maybe by midweek we can get in there to get that last 20 acres of soybeans done. Then we can change back over to corn. Combine is going to be in desperate need of an oil change. I have never seen such dusty beans as we've had this year, and I've gotten that from a lot of farmers. I've worked on their stuff this year. This is the dirtiest beans they've ever had. They're coming out, it's so dry now, they're coming out of the field at 7% moisture. That's pretty bad. So usually that's like the very last day of soybean harvest is when they're that dry. So I don't know if you guys were curious or not as to why I'm cutting these soybeans at an angle against the across the way they're planted, and that's basically it feeds better, and you're not knocking a row down as you're going. As the crop dividers, or snouts as we call them out here on the ends, have a tendency to do that. So you cut out your soybeans at an angle, then as you go back across, as it's laying it down that way, when you're going back the opposite direction, you can pick that row you knocked up over a little bit better than going with it, whereas it probably lay it flat down on the ground. I don't know if you can tell or not, but most guys around here should be done cutting soybeans within the next 5 to 7 days. I bet. I know there's some guys getting done and they're back on corn now. I'd give it till the end of this coming week, and I'm going to say most guys are probably going to be back on corn. And the way the weather looks through the end of the month, I'm going to say that guys will easily be done, probably totally done with harvesting at least within the next maybe 3 weeks, which I'd be okay with. A lot of guys around this area put on fall anhydrous ammonia, but as hot as it's been, I mean, the ground temperature I'm sure is still in the 60s at least. You want it below 50. Colder the better, just not frozen, especially in the fall, to keep that nitrogen in the ground. But it's gonna have to get down out of the 80s before that happens. Too hot. It's been a hot fall, windy fall. Has had a few fires out in fields, nothing major, or thermal events as my boss calls them. He hates the word fires. Anytime he sees smoke on the horizon, he hops in his pickup and leaves because he just fires. When he was younger, first married, I think he had a house burned down, so he's not a real big fan of fire. So I understand him. And once you catch a field on fire, especially in this wind, it's going to go in a hurry. But try to avoid that as all as possible. But see how nice of a job that does when you go cross country. So cross the grain. And plus, also doing it this way, I'm getting a longer row in. That way I can get basically done faster, or get a load quicker. So, but when we're all done here, we'll go. When I get my truck full, and depending on if my uncle comes and grabs it or if I got to take it home, we'll go in the timber. I got to change batteries out in one of my cameras, and we'll switch cards around. And there's my uncle out there. Still unsure of where I'm going to put my other camera. I do have one rub or scrape on the edge of the field, so I might stick it there. I don't know, but I do have some acorn scented bait, I guess you'd call it. So, but he might have something for me to drink here, so I'm going to go. But I'll be right back. Alright, so we're done combining for the day. Got roughly, I don't know, got a good half the field done. Just kind of driving along the edge here. I want to put one more cam out, and I think I want to put it on the edge of the field just because I know there's movement going along here. And I have a rub. It was a fresh rub right there last weekend. They had to start doing some kind of rub and marking territories and stuff now. But I'm not 100% sure where I want to do it. These beans are doing pretty good. So I really did want to share with you guys, because you'd seen in the past videos how it was. There's been more windfall in this timber. It's in bad shape. It's worse than it was earlier. Stuff's starting to die now. I'm just gonna come in here quick and change out I got batteries were about to die in one of my cameras last week, and I didn't get a chance this week. Sorry, changed directions there. Didn't get a chance to sneak down this week and put batteries in. I was like, well, next weekend we'll be done cutting beans anyways, so I'll just stick some in. That's pretty much the good running that's left. I'll show you guys a better shot here. I don't know what to do. If I had some trails along here, that would be a difference maker. Like I said, I do have this acorn scented, and I'll show you here. Acorn scented stuff. It's not a mineral, it's just an attractant. I'll put a camera out and put this stuff in front of it. Peckerwood was supposed to come get his stand out of his tree. The trespasser, I call him. But he called my uncle and wanted permission to hunt. My uncle told him no. Heath, that would be me, has permission. So let me run in here real quick and you guys can come with real quick. We'll just walk in real quick. Acorn Rage. This is the only thing I could find as far as an attractant this late in the game. I wanted I was trying to find just a block or something to put out. I don't know if it's gonna work. Like I said, it's late in the game. Let's just cards are in my pocket. I don't need my phone. Combine sitting over there. I'll drive you by. This stuff here, my uncle said he's going to make a couple rounds through it. There is so much water hemp in there, and it is just totally jacked. He says he's probably just going to come disc it, and I mean, regardless, it was going to hurt the farm totals anyways. So we never raise much down here anyway. I'm actually trying to con him into letting me rent this north half, and I'm going to put a plot in there. We'll see. So, well, they're starting to use the trails, so it's just I got to get in here this week and do something. Ridiculous. I used to be able to walk in here no issues at all. This tree that my stand is in is splitting. So I don't know if I'm going to put my stand on this tree, or if I'm going to be honest with you, I might drop this tree that way and put a tripod right here. Because every hunter knows when you have your sweet spot, you don't want to give it up. You used to be able to walk right through here, no issues. I'm trying to find a skid loader to buy because I need to make some paths, and I'm gonna come in here this week with my chainsaw. I don't have the time. I don't want to disturb stuff too much anymore this year. I'm gonna make a path down through here and a path through there, just walking paths, because you know as well as I do, deer will follow the path of least resistance. And you can tell they've been walking through here already. But I'm just going to go through and just cut it up and get it the hell out of here. So let's get in here. Yeah, because you can't hardly walk. They're not going to follow this. I mean, they are, but they're not. So this is way worse than the flood. Messed it up. I'm going to fall and bust my ass. This is ridiculous. Gotta get it done. Gotta find a skid loader. Got a salesman at work, wants to sell me a gator. I don't think I need a gator no more this year. There are my 2 cameras, and here's a trail. But the reason I left, you guys are going to laugh at me, but I went ahead and put one of my cameras, trail right here. I'm going to do a little walking in here. But I put my other camera facing the opposite direction because I didn't know what was going on this way. I got pictures of deer going in front of this camera and going that way. I don't know what was going on the other direction. I should have something over here. I'm just going to walk some trails quick in here. Change out batteries in this pig. Change out cards in that one. We'll go for a quick walk. Sit tight. Okay. Card. Battery switched out in that one. Card switched out in that one. Now my new camera, the next camera I bought, is exactly like this one. I got it off Amazon. Inexpensive. $50. I didn't think that was too bad. Amazing picture. Does a great video. And you can also preview it. That's why I went with that. Another one of those. Let's do a quick walk. There's trails through here. I don't know if I should put a camera. They're coming this way. And they always do. Because they come from the river or the creek. And they're using it. I still have the same 2 does, and they have their fawns. And of course now I got a buck in the mix here, but I don't know. He hasn't given me much to look at. He's being the typical trickster that they are. So, path that way. I've got to get in here and work. Oh, another reason I like to hunt this time of year, the frickin' skeeters are terrible. So they are starting to use paths. Crops coming out, they're going to start coming back to the timbers. That's a key. God, we haven't had a frost yet. That's why there's still a lot of stuff alive in here. Let's follow the trail. Can't take real long here. Been combining all day. Damn it, I should have put one of those pictures or them cameras that way. I don't know what way to go. I know they're coming from that way. That's why I put one there. I know they're coming from this way. I've also had lots of raccoons and one coyote that I'm going to get even with. Let's go this way. Trail here. Man, I wish I had another place to put a stand, or to move my stand and put a tripod or an enclosed blind. That way, what's going to end up probably happening this year is I'm probably going to, if it stays hot like it is, I'm probably, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up sitting out November firearm, because it's not worth sweating and getting smelled out, even though I didn't last year. But you also got to keep in mind, you know, the animal that you just took, and you need to get him cooled, him or her cooled down. Otherwise, you know, you can't let, you know, you want all that work, you can't let the meat spoil. Man, this is just ridiculous. It never used to be this thick in here. The flood just, it brought a lot of sand in. All this stuff here, like this, was from the flood. It brought a lot of sand in. It killed off the undergrowth. See, here's another trail. They're coming this way and this way. If I had a brush cutter on a skid loader, you know how sweet that would be. Anyways, I don't know what to do. Just when you think you have a deer figured out, they one up you. So back to my stand. I'm gonna hunt that this year yet. I gotta get it trued back up. But anyways, hot. You gotta get that animal cooled down. Even though most of your lockers are open, you know, the whole from one Saturday to the following Sunday, while November firearms going on. But here's the other deal: is if it's hot, you got to get it gutted and cooled down, especially if they're, you know, by the time you get out of the field or to where you're going is late. You know, you can't let that meat spoil. That's good eating. I don't know what to do. Camera's getting put up. I just don't know where. It's going to be along the edge here, I know that. We got to turn around and take a little drive back. See? Trail here. Trail here. See? See the right here. Deer print, but that was from when it was muddy. I'm gonna put her in here somewheres. I just don't know where. Let me think on this for a minute. I got hunter's block going on. Okay, new camera's up. Trail coming into the field, or from the field. On my game cam, there's the pile of acorn blended, acorn rage, whatever it is. There's my truck. Trail goes back off that way. My tree stand is right over there. They're coming in from behind. We're just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna come down here next weekend. I know I'm rambling, sorry. And we'll check it. Of course, probably the first, as fast as those cameras take pictures, the first 50 pictures are probably gonna be of me. Smells like corn DDG in here. So let's see. Acorn Rage is not a flavoring, not an extract, not a synthetic scent or aroma, but actual acorn taste that drives deer into a rage of hunger all season long. Well, we'll see. Yes, I know deer like acorns. Yes, I know they like. Actually, I just found out that they like chestnuts too. So I'm gonna try to get a path cut in here. If I knew I could get a couple chestnut trees planted in there, so that way, and I could get in there to keep them watered and alive over the summer until they got bigger. But also, if I could keep the bucks away in the fall from rubbing on them. Beautiful sunset back over that way. I'll show it as we go. We're on our way out. This is the neighbor's timber. Our timber stops. There's a bend right there. That's where we stop. We don't go into that timber because the owners are not mentally right, and we'll just leave it at that. So you saw the water hemp back here. Here's a big old pile of water hemp. I'm not real impressed with the spraying job. Makes me want to buy my own sprayer again. The rest of the beans are clean. Amazing sunset tonight, and here the last week the fall colors have really popped. So we'll do a quick drive by on our combine. But when I was cutting, this was all just water hemp from there to there when I was combining this afternoon, from the start of the field all the way, well, you guys saw. But I had to go slow. I was only going about a mile an hour because I didn't want to slug the combine. And it looked like, I swear it looked like I mowed the lawn. The old 9650. It's a good old combine. She's chugging right along. Try to keep her going until my uncle retires. Oh, hey, great, look at that. Broken wire harness. No wonder the real position or real resume don't work. Shocking. Alright, let's get out of here. Wife and kids are expecting me home. They want to go out to eat. So, alright, so all you hunters that are out there hunting right now, hush. Stay safe. Good luck. I think pheasant season starts here in a few weeks too, so if I don't get another video out before then, here's some of our corn. I'm sure there's bucks running in or hiding in there, but our head trailer. So everybody be careful. I'll try to get another video come out soon. There's some Canadians flying right there. Those guys are locals. I don't know if it's a bad sign. For the last month I've seen geese flying south already, so I've never goose hunted, so just never had the time. But anyways, alright guys, be safe. Till next time, good luck, happy hunting, and be careful. Bye.